How to fix Battlefield 1 crashing after 10 minutes without error. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling a deeply frustrating issue where Battlefield 1 crashes straight to the desktop after 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay without presenting any error code or warning message. During our investigation on a Windows 11 system equipped with an RTX 4050 GPU and an Intel Core i5-13500H processor, we discovered that silent crashes are often triggered by hidden background access conflicts, residual GPU display drivers, or system instabilities caused by improper overclocking. We tested every fix and confirmed that systematically resolving audio device access, executing a clean display driver reinstallation, and stabilizing hardware configurations will permanently stop these abrupt desktop crashes. Teknobalta's analysis revealed the exact step-by-step diagnostic process to resolve this issue, so let us walk you through the complete troubleshooting guide. Step 1. Disable Windows microphone access for Battlefield 1. Our testing showed that disabling Windows microphone access completely resolves silent crashes occurring around the 10-minute mark for certain hardware configurations. Navigate to Windows Settings, select Privacy and Security, and open the Microphone Permissions menu. Scroll down the list of desktop applications, locate Battlefield 1, and toggle off its microphone access to prevent background audio initialization conflicts from forcing an application closure. Step 2. Verify game file integrity via your client launcher. Before altering deeper system parameters, ensure that no corrupted or missing game asset files are causing the silent desktop crashes. Open Steam or the EA app, right-click on Battlefield 1, select Properties, and run the File Integrity Verification tool to scan the installation directory. Allow the client to re-download any patched executables or damaged engine data files before attempting to relaunch the title. Step 3. Download Display Driver Uninstaller for complete cleanup. Teknobalta's analysis revealed that overlapping or corrupted graphics drivers frequently trigger silent direct 3D engine crashes during heavy gameplay. To perform a clean installation, download the official Display Driver Uninstaller application from a trusted source and extract the utility to a local folder. This tool clears out persistent Windows registry keys, residual monitor profiles, and old driver caches that standard uninstallers leave behind. Step 4. Configure Display Driver Uninstaller options correctly. Open Display Driver Uninstaller and navigate directly to the Options menu to configure the tool for an optimized cleanup. We strongly recommend checking the option to prevent Windows Update from automatically downloading and installing default graphics drivers while you are offline. Keep the default settings to wipe residual driver folders, but leave the automatic system restore point creation enabled as a safety precaution. Step 5. Execute graphics driver removal in safe mode. While Display Driver Uninstaller can operate in normal Windows mode, our technical diagnostics confirm that booting into safe mode guarantees the most thorough removal. Once inside safe mode, select GPU as the device type and choose your primary graphics vendor from the drop-down menu. Click the Clean and Restart option to purge the display driver files completely and reboot your machine back into normal Windows. Step 6. Perform dual GPU driver cleaning for laptop systems. If you are troubleshooting on a gaming laptop with a dual GPU setup, such as an Intel integrated chip paired with an NVIDIA RTX 4050, you must clean both driver stacks. Open Display Driver Uninstaller, select the Intel integrated GPU first, and execute the cleanup without restarting. Immediately after, select the NVIDIA discrete GPU, run the removal process, and allow the system to restart. Step 7. Manually install latest official graphics drivers. After your computer reboots from the driver removal process, do not rely on third-party driver updaters or automated software suites. Visit the official NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel support websites directly to download the latest manual installer package for your specific graphics card model. Execute the installation as an administrator and select the Clean Install option within the Setup wizard to ensure a fresh software environment. Step 8. Disable automatic motherboard overclocking profiles. Teknobalta's testing confirmed that automated one-click overclocking features in the BIOS often destabilize the system, causing Battlefield 1 to crash to a black screen or drop to the desktop. Reboot your computer, enter the BIOS setup menu, and disable any automatic overclocking or aggressive enhancement presets. Reset your CPU and memory multiplier clocks back to their default factory values to maintain voltage and thermal stability during intense gaming sessions. Step 9. Revert unstable GPU core and memory overclocks. If you have applied custom overclocking profiles to your graphics card using tuning software, unstable clock frequencies will cause silent driver resets under heavy rendering loads. Open your GPU overclocking utility and return the core clock, memory clock, and power limit sliders to their default factory baselines. Test the game under default frequencies to confirm whether excessive clock speeds were the root cause of the unexpected desktop exits. Step 10. Perform a Windows clean boot to isolate software conflicts. Background applications and third-party monitoring overlays often interfere with Battlefield 1 memory space, resulting in sudden terminations without error dialogues. Press the Windows key and R, type msconfig, navigate to the Services tab, and check the box to hide all Microsoft services before disabling the remaining third-party entries. Open the Windows Task Manager, disable all non-essential startup programs, and restart your computer to run the game in a clean software environment. Step 11. Remove problematic system optimization and driver tools. Our diagnostics indicate that unverified driver scanning utilities and aggressive system maintenance tools can inject unstable processes into active gaming sessions. Open the Windows Control Panel, navigate to Programs and Features, and uninstall any third-party driver updaters, unofficial network boosters, or unnecessary optimization suites. Removing these interfering background applications prevents them from disrupting direct 3D runtime calls while the Battlefield 1 engine is rendering. Step 12. Inspect system temperatures under load with monitoring tools. Thermal throttling can cause hardware components to drop frequencies or shut down processing threads abruptly, leading to silent game crashes. Launch a reliable hardware monitoring utility like AIDA64 to track your CPU and GPU temperature sensors while the engine is running under sustained load. Ensure that your cooling fans are operating at proper speeds and that thermal levels remain well below maximum hardware thresholds. Step 13. Stress test your graphics card with FurMark. To determine whether your silent crashes are caused by physical GPU hardware defects or power delivery failures, run an isolated graphical stress test. Launch the FurMark benchmarking utility and run a continuous GPU burn-in test to check for visual artifacting, flickering lines, or unexpected shutdowns. If FurMark reproduces visual lines or causes an immediate system crash, your graphics card may require warranty service or hardware diagnostics. Step 14. Check and update to the latest game client patches. Running an outdated build of Battlefield 1 or using an old version of the EA app client can introduce compatibility errors with modern Windows 11 updates. Open your digital game launcher, navigate to the application settings, and manually force a check for the latest client updates and game patches. Ensuring both the launcher and the game executable are fully up to date resolves known synchronization bugs that trigger timed desktop crashes. Step 15. Clean system registry and temporarily disable antivirus overlays. Aggressive real-time antivirus scanners can mistakenly flag Battlefield 1 memory operations, terminating the executable without generating a standard error notification. Temporarily, add the Battlefield 1 installation directory to your antivirus exclusion list or disable aggressive background shields while testing the game. Additionally, use a trusted system cleanup utility to remove orphaned temporary files and scheduled maintenance tasks that might execute during gameplay. Step 16. Check Windows Event Viewer for hidden application logs. Even when Battlefield 1 closes without displaying a graphical error dialog, Windows often records the underlying crash exception in its system logs. Open the Windows Event Viewer, expand Windows Logs, and click on Application to inspect the critical error entries recorded at the exact timestamp of your crash. Look for faulting module names, such as DirectX runtime libraries or audio system DLLs, to pinpoint which specific component caused the silent termination. Step 17. Run the game executable with administrative privileges. Insufficient user account permissions can prevent Battlefield 1 from allocating memory or accessing necessary system libraries during extended gameplay. Navigate to the local installation folder where the game is installed. Right-click on the primary Battlefield 1 executable file and select Properties. In the Compatibility tab, check the box to run the program as an administrator and apply the changes to ensure unrestricted system access. Step 18. Disable overlay features in Steam, eApp, and Discord. Interactive graphical overlays injected by external chat clients and digital storefronts are notorious for conflicting with the Frostbite game engine. Open the settings menus in the EA app, Steam, Discord, and any active GPU software suites to disable their in-game overlay features completely. Removing these secondary visual layers eliminates rendering hooks that frequently cause the game to lock up and drop silently to the desktop. Step 19. Configure Windows Graphics Performance Preferences. Windows 11 power-saving configurations can sometimes restrict power delivery to discrete GPU hardware, causing stability issues during resource-intensive gameplay. Open Windows Settings, navigate to Display, and select Graphics to open the Application Performance Preference menu. Add the Battlefield 1 executable to the list, assign it to High Performance mode, and select your discrete NVIDIA or AMD GPU as the dedicated rendering processor. Step 20. Reset DirectX Surface Cache and repair system files. Corrupted DirectX shader caches and damaged Windows system files will inevitably cause Frostbite engine titles to fail after several minutes of shader execution. Open the Windows Disk Cleanup utility, select your primary system drive, and clear out the DirectX shader cache files completely. Follow up by opening an elevated command prompt window and executing the System File Checker command to repair any underlying Windows integrity violations. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.